Just bear with me. I'm just setting this up and we should be all good. Go back to the meeting. Cool. Okay. Go ahead and share my video. I'll share my screen. Can you all see everything?
Yep.
Perfect. Awesome. So we'll go ahead and get started because we do have quorum, but good afternoon. Hope you all had a great fall break and are in the midst of not being too chaotic as we end the semester. So which is next week. So I can't believe it already. But with that being said, before our general announcement, so unless there is a need from someone out there, meaning voting members, to meet next week, we will do an email vote like we did the week before Thanksgiving, unless you want to meet. But I don't know about you, but I really do not want to meet next week. But again, we will unless you want to. Again, I'm putting that out there. But are we good? Like, can I get a thumbs up or just a yes that we're good to meet via doing the email? Perfect. Email with virtual. I see that.
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. Great. Awesome with that. So with that being said, let's move on to the next. Minutes were already, again, approved via email for our November 22nd meeting, and we did that, so that was great. Report from the executive committee. We met yesterday, and we went over, again, the remaining part, our remaining proposals that we have there. And Catherine is in academic affairs and the registrar's office, all working on processing those and getting them ready. So we have 5 to look at, and then hopefully 2 that you'll be all okay with taking up today. That is new business. And then the remaining ones will all be again with an email vote on next week. And again, if you have issues with those or you don't want to see something that you don't think should go through, again, that's where you get your point to be made, again, via the email vote, or again, just reaching out to Catherine, myself, or the registrar's office or something of that sort. That's all I have from executive committee, academic affairs.
Good afternoon, everyone. I do have just a really quick question, potentially about next semester. And the question is sort of arising from the graduate school and the Office of the Registrar and Academic Affairs. We've been thinking about potentially implementing some software that could streamline our curriculum processes with, straightforward workflow and ensuring that things maybe go directly to the catalog rather than sort of having to put people in the middle and, doing lots of copying and pasting. And so we were all wondering if there might be some interest in this with at UCC. And then potentially using 20 minutes or a half an hour or something like that of a UCC meeting in the spring to have a presentation from this in its course leaf that we're thinking about utilizing. That's the one that everybody sort of sees as the best fit. It's called Kim Ivory. You want to help me remember what Kim stands for?
Curriculum inventory management.
Thank you. Yeah, so it's just part of the system that we already have, or a software system that we already have. And we'd love to just hear everyone's thoughts on that. Wesley, do you think that that would be appropriate, or everyone? Do you think that that would be appropriate to have, a half an hour presentation during the spring to hear about it?
I don't, before the committee speaks up, yeah, I don't see a problem. The only thing I ask is that we do not have it during that first week when we come back, the week of January 13th. So
Yeah, we could have it when you want to have it.
I love that.
Yeah, I mean,
Anybody else? Yep, go ahead.
no, when you all want to have it, like as a unit, whenever it works for the most people.
I think anything that can improve the processes and save time and resources is a good thing. So I would love to explore something like that.
I agree.
Thanks. And we do know how these things work. Usually they start with more work, and because we're learning something new, and then it becomes less work. So this is the system that University of Idaho is currently using, and we did meet with current University of Idaho and talk to them about it, and that's exactly what they said. They said, of course, when you start, it's hard, but they're glad they did it now. So, just so you have that piece of information. Okay, thanks.
Like Bob said, 100% agreement to make things easier for this process. So, yeah. Thanks, Cindy.
Right. Thank you. That was my only announcement.
Awesome. Yep. Okay, let's go ahead, Girk. Is Ben here? Let's see. I do not see that. I will come back to him if again he joins on.
Wesley, I can comment. We haven't met. I
go
go to
ahead.
those GARC meetings as well, and
Go ahead.
we'll
Sorry,
meet
I'm
next
sorry,
week.
Aubrey. Yep, go ahead.
No, you're good. We haven't met since for like 3 weeks, so we'll meet on this upcoming weeks. There's nothing to report there.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you, Bess.
Sure. We met. We approved a bunch of degree plans, and minutes will be forthcoming soon. I think there were only 4. So not a huge deal. Nothing, nothing big, nothing small. So
Awesome.
helping students get their degrees, that's the most important part.
Yes. Catalog format subcommittee, though, that will resume in spring, and executive committee, we talked about that. And again, Ben and Bob are the leaders with that. And again, asking anybody else if there's asking if there is any other questions of that, bringing it to the committee or again, our executive committee. My information, the only thing I will say is, so after this, we'll have next week's like e-meeting or virtual where Catherine will send everything out. And again, we'll vote on everything. And then we go on a little bit of a hiatus. So for those of you new to, again, UCC, we will not meet usually in January. And sometimes it doesn't do it or doesn't take us or we don't have business until mid-February. And the reason why is it gives time for all the proposals to be processed and the catalog to be updated for the next academic year. So that is why. So enjoy that little hiatus or break. Like I said, I would say mid-January and or early February. That's what it's been in past. And executive committee may meet beforehand, but again, don't be alarmed if you see again things where again meetings are canceled or things like that. I see your hand, Cindy. Maybe also during that hiatus time, again, that might be a time where we can have that meeting again where Cindy's talking about the updated curriculum again system for us to use. But that would be a great thing if we can do it during that time where we're not looking at proposals. And then also too, relatively, we are less busy in the springtime because again, everything is processed. Again, people are still putting stuff together, and then we will again resume busy things in fall. I know some individuals will fall off, and we'll talk more about like officers and again the executive committee, and then again that if you know your term is going to be up next year, start to think about maybe if you want to do this again committee service again, or again think of someone else from your unit that again would be able to serve. Cindy. Oh, you're good?
Sorry, you said exactly what I was going to say. So thank you.
Glad we're on the wavelength. Good. That being said, Faculty Senate, do you have anything? Bob?
Sure. So the chair of Faculty Senate, Freddie, she went on FMLA a few weeks ago and has since submitted her formal resignation from being chair of Faculty Senate. And currently, Amanda Zink is on FMLA. Her husband has had surgery, and I'm hoping that she'll come back, but I I am not sure if she will. So we have a little bit of a leadership void up in Faculty Senate land right now. And so with that being said, we are planning on meeting next week. We've got an agenda. There's a few things that we need to talk about, but as far as anything that's relevant to the UCC specifically, you know, nothing really earth-shattering or anything like that. Check your emails. There's been some push to get people to preliminarily try Canvas. So for those of you that are interested in trying it out, there are emails coming from ITRC to get you set up, and I would encourage you to try it out because it's better to learn it early than learn it late. Any questions or about Faculty Senate that I can take back? Okay.
Awesome. With that being said, as we move down now, we'll start to look at proposals. So proposal number 6 was moved to the consent calendar. And again, Catherine has sent this out. This was on there from before or during Thanksgiving break, but it was on there again as well. So we did move that. With that being said, motion to approve proposal 6.
So moved.
That's Bob. Again, can I get a second?
Ben.
Ben, second. All in favor, either aye or raise your hand.
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstention? So moved. Proposal 6 from the consent calendar was passed unanimously. That being said, let's go ahead and start to look at our unfinished business. So pulling up first, proposal 9. It'd be helpful if I have, let's see, I think that's it's one of these. Give me a second. I know I have it here. Let's see. Is it this one? No. There we go. Proposal 9. Okay. So this one again, this is from I know this one again from College of Technology. So we're looking at a new semiconductor manufacturing technology program. With that being said, just so you know, all these brand new programs, state proposals, as UCC endorses, we will not have those at this meeting. Those will come. And if anything, they might come for the virtual vote next week, but we will not endorse these. We're just going to be approving the proposals. So, okay, so signatures there.
Hey, Wesley,
Is
there
that
was,
you, Tiffany?
yes.
Go ahead.
There was some talk this morning, and Randa kind of brought it to our attention about, creation of SMNT 1140. Have you been brought in on that conversation?
Yeah, but I don't think this proposal though, I thought we would resolve those things.
So it was, as of this morning, it was still on the proposal. And so
What?
Hello?
Which proposal are you talking about right now?
9.
9.
9, okay.
So as of this morning, it was still on the proposal. I did talk to Debbie and Jerry. And what we have done is we decided to go through and not create that new course and to use an existing course, which is the same exact course. And so I did go in and make some edits on there that have to be approved. And so just wanted to give you a heads up on that I did do that. And I had permission from the dean's office to do that.
That's fine. Thank you, Tiffany. Okay, so it looks like we got that stuff. She's again, Randa, no concerns. Great.
Thank you, Tiffany.
So again, here's the reason. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just telling Randa, thank you for noticing that because
No, I heard that. I thought someone else was speaking. No, okay. Moving on.
Okay, so you're talking about the SMF 1140 course, is that the right one?
Correct. And that's going to be later
Okay.
on when we get down there.
Yeah, well, I'm there now, I'm gonna strike it out.
Okay.
Okay,
So you saw the need there. I had the rationale on that, why it was pulled up. So this is from this morning, and then you took care of this, Tiffany, so we're good. She's striking it out, so thank you. Thank you, Tiffany.
And that's SMF 1140.
Yep.
Is there another course is the other course need to be struck out from deletions?
There was, I took it out of the creation of the course. There wasn't a deletion request of it. And then I
Okay.
fixed the catalog copy as well, to make it all look pretty.
Ah, okay. I'm just changing those to purple to indicate that they got changed within curriculum council. Oops. Undo, oh shoot, okay. Accept that.
Here's the
Suggestion. Okay.
rationale if you wanted to read more about it. So it's basically because, again, we got a grant, so that was the reason why this program is coming about. So here's what Tiffany was talking about for everyone on the council. And thank you again, Tiffany.
Uh-oh, there's more changes.
Well, it's about that course.
Okay. Yeah, but let me get there. Okay, so what are you doing?
I'll wait to get to go to impact zone. Until you catch up, Catherine.
You're doing that? No, that didn't work. Undo. Undo. Replace. Ah. SMT. So cross this off.
I'm gonna start to look at impacts.
Yeah,
It looks like everything is fine. It's not gonna impact but what it impacted, we already handled, which was math and that, and Randa and we all had a conversation with that. With that being said, can I get a motion to approve proposal 41? Oh, sorry,
Wesley,
proposal nine, sorry. Cindy, hold on. Go ahead.
it seems like we need student learning outcomes. Do they have those?
So up here, Buck had said that again. Buck, did you get a map or all of that or no?
Well, not the map, just the student
Oh.
learning outcomes. I didn't see a link there, so I was just trying to make sure that we need them. Right?
Yeah, we would need them. Where is that in the beginning part? I always
Yeah,
forget.
it's right there on page 2. Just go up a tiny bit more. There it is. Include a link at the very bottom of
Yeah.
page
So
2.
then I know when we put this together, Tiffany, I know it's been a minute since we put this one. Didn't we have those like or right here? Is that like these
I
course
thought we
outcomes?
did.
Go ahead.
I thought we did. Let me get Anna on the line really quick and see if what happened. Give me just a
Okay.
second.
I'll wait a second. Yeah.
Can
We
we
can
move on to a
always-
different one? And while we're waiting for this one,
Yeah, that's fine. I'll wait to take a vote then. Let's just look
Oh.
then at another one then. Give me 1 second then. Let's go ahead and look at 33
Uh-oh.
then. Okay. And then she'll jump back on and then I'll stop when she sees that and we'll take a vote. Okay, so here's proposal 33. So this is from Cozy, a BS in artificial intelligence. Everyone signed off. Like no concerns. So you have the student learning outcomes in progress, fine. Like the majority was in favor. Okay. There's the reasoning of why. And here's the outcomes. They've already put it right here. So instead of having the link, that's fine. Comment. Oh, I see a comment. Looks like. Yeah, so what she's looking at, Randa, for back to 9 is the outcome. So it's not like the whole thing though. Like those are listed for the course, but it's not listed like everything. Like again, like this one was just listed for number 7. So we'll just wait to hear back from Tiffany with that. Okay. So there's going to be different tracks. Catherine, do you see this here? Because this was
I'm
assigned.
not looking at your screen, just a second. Okay, what are you doing here? Oh, the different tracks?
Yep.
Yes, they're gonna add additional tracks once this proposal and program gets approved.
Okay.
So they were gonna have a CS track, but they couldn't get that stuff worked out. So yes, there's gonna be multiple tracks.
Okay.
Are there any changes to this that I need to pay attention to? Because I'm
Not
still
right now.
trying to work on the other one. Okay, thank you.
Don't forget to submit. Okay, so Randa, do you know if the map was submitted?
I don't know about that.
Okay, so it looks like it was assigned, but then Buck, do you know anything about that? Did you get your map for this one for 33?
And I'm working with the advisors
Okay.
to complete that. So
Perfect.
it's in process. It's be on my table soon.
Awesome. Thank you. And then there we go. So there's the impacted departments. It looks like everyone's in favor. With that being said, motion to approve 33.
Moved.
And that's Bob. Can I get a second? I see Crystal. Everybody in favor or aye, raise your hand.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? So move 33 is passed unanimously. Let's see, I don't see anything from Tiffany. Nope, I think she's talking to Anna. So yeah.
Wesley, should
Yes.
we just say that it's passed pending the map is completed?
For what? Well, it's not a map. This is the outcomes.
Oh, I thought Buck hadn't received the map yet.
Well, yeah,
That's usually just something that happens
Yeah.
behind the scenes. UCC's form has always been just used as a reminder that they need to do it and a way of trying to make sure it gets done.
I think
It's
Okay.
not usually
Fine.
passed. Historically, I mean, you guys could change it, but historically, UCC hasn't really bothered to say it's pending the map or anything, but
That's
if
fine.
Buck thinks that if he needs it, we can do
why
it.
don't we? Why
No,
don't-
in that process, what I usually do is if they come in, then I can work with the individual, work on that
Mhm.
proposal. But otherwise, I just keep notes, work with the advisors, and then we try to get that all cleaned up, ready to roll out when the next year's catalog is posted.
Okay,
It all is
that makes
connected.
sense.
Yeah, but we weren't talking about the map. We're talking about the outcomes for this. But like Cindy said, let's go ahead and pass again pending that, and we'll wait to hear back from Tiffany or that. Oh, Tiffany, go ahead. Looks like you're going to say something.
Yeah, I just dropped the link in the chat. The learning outcomes are there.
Great.
It's on page 2 of that link. Do you want me to just go ahead and add that in there?
Why don't you go ahead? Yep.
Okay.
I'm
And then-
giving you that authority. Yep.
I love authority. Okay, I'll get that added in there.
Great. Okay, with that being said, we got the learning outcomes. Motion to approve 9.
So moved.
That's Bob. Can I get a second?
Crystal.
It's Crystal seconding. All in favor, either aye or raise your hand.
Aye.
Any-
Would somebody please check and make sure that I made the changes on it correctly? That they are that
Let's
they are
vote first
correctly
and then we'll
shown?
go back to that. Any opposed
Okay,
and any abstention? So move proposal 9 is passed unanimously, and you want us to go back and look to see if your changes were made, Catherine?
if the changes that Tiffany had put in there, I I think I captured them the way they're supposed to be, but I'm not sure. Please check the purple pieces in the curriculum.
I'm going down there. That looks right.
And if we're striking out, are we keeping ESET? Oh, I see. You moved that up there. I see what happened. Okay. Never mind.
So really quick,
Okay.
on the ESET, it looks like, can you go up just a little bit, Wesley? To where the ESET is in the catalog? Keep go, so that should have, keep going up.
Keep going up. Okay.
Okay, see where all of that was struck out right there? That should,
Uh-huh.
the only thing that should be struck out in that is SMNT 1140.
Well,
Because
scroll up a little bit higher because it looks like it got put up in an alphabetical order.
I did that. Okay, yeah, we're good. I'm fine.
Okay, so that's all right. The other stuff, okay. I just want to make sure that I got the changes in there correct from when it was submitted to me.
I think we're good then. So I'm gonna get rid of this one.
Okay, so that one's okay now. Good.
Okay, so let's move on to 58. Okay. So this is from, I thought this one, Brenda, this isn't the one we were talking about this morning that you had emailed me about, right?
Yes, this is the one. Jessica got all finished. I think it's ready to go. She just did have a question for Ivory on something.
Okay, so I'll scroll down then.
I think
So this
her and
is-
I are on the same page now. We've chatted a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but if there's questions down below, we can talk about them.
I have a question on that one because are you saying, I think, is that the, wait a second, give me a second to look at it.
Major revision, so dance minor, so it's proposal 58.
Yeah, proposal 58, I saw something where they weren't gonna take out one of the gen ed courses.
Yeah,
There was somebody in my email about one of the survey of dance or something was not going to be taken out.
Yes, so Tara had some conversation with John Grievous this morning, and
Uh-huh.
it resulted in two changes in the proposal. One was that part of the proposal, which is not presently in the proposal, was to change the prefix for a bunch of dance courses to theater. And
Right.
for a variety of reasons, they decided that that was not the direction to go in. So that has been taken out of the proposal. And the other was that there were 3 general education courses that were proposed to be removed, but
Right.
after talking with John, they decided that it was best to keep the survey of dance and just remove the other 2. So the removal of survey of dance has also been removed from the proposal.
Just a second, because GERC has it as, and they know that they're supposed to be voting on the removals on Tuesday. So let me check something here and see in the because you took it, you deleted that today. Did you just delete it
Yes,
from?
it was deleted from all the places where it appeared. So it appeared in the yellow table at the top of the proposal, and it was deleted from there. It also appeared in the list of deleted courses as a table, and it was deleted from there.
Was that dance 1105? Is that the one?
It was
I'm speaking out of memory now.
It was dance
For which-
1105.
Okay, I'm looking at the deleted courses right now just to make sure that it's. Okay, theater 1118 is being deleted. Dance 2205 is being deleted.
Was it this the one you were saying 1130, Jessica?
No, it's dance
No,
1105, and it no longer appears in the proposal as a deleted course because it's been removed from the proposal.
Okay, so you took it out. All right. Okay, that's what I needed to know, that that's already been, and all the adjustments within the proposal have been made.
Yes, and I just would like to give a public shout out to Randa Kress and her abilities to add. So
So I deferred it to her.
I know we're all like college faculty and have it, you know, various degrees and all know how to add, but
Yeah.
I appreciate Randa's attention to detail. She really helped with this proposal.
Yeah.
But everything
Okay.
adds up.
Great. Okay, and I'm gonna delegate Ivory and Ben to take this to Girk to let them know not to that Dance 1105 is staying and not to delete it, not to think of it as being deleted within the
Proposal
Gen Ed
58, we're
proposal.
leaving that alone.
Right, but I also need to go into, I think it's, what number is it? Proposal number 40, the Gen Ed one, and fix that. I will do that right now. Gen Ed program. Yeah, that's proposal number 40.
Sure,
We are
I'll-
not deleting. That's objective 4, is that correct? Yeah,
1105
Dance
was
1105
objective
is
4.
staying.
Mhm.
Yeah, Dance 1105 is staying. Got it. Okay, format, text, strike through, and delete that comment, delete. Okay. So Dance 1105 stays, Dance 2205 goes away. Got it.
So Jessica,
Okay, that's fixed.
did we not get the infrastructures filled out here for the impacts?
Well, I thought it was all filled out at the top where
Wesley, I noticed that too, the
people put
librarian,
no
everybody said no concerns.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's yeah, and that's where all those issues, but then this
You're
still is
on-
right here, as it says right here, to be completed by the proposal originator.
Do
That's the
you
part that
want,
wasn't,
yeah, do you want me to go back and have that done?
yeah.
Where are you looking?
On the,
So,
on
the-
part D of the infrastructure's impacts.
Uh-huh.
so do
Right.
you want to table this and have me do that and then I can bring it back for next week?
Well, we're gonna do an email vote, so if you wanna take a, or get that, or we can approve.
Actually, it
Go ahead.
might be good to hold off on actually approving this one until Girk makes its determination, and then we can vote on it by email. Because it's pretty much
Well,
been
we-
fixed now, right?
But it's been fixed now. Why don't we just vote? And we've already gone through it. Why
It'll
we-
still have to be contingent upon Girk's approval
That's
unless
fine.
you approve
It
it
can be
next week.
contingent Upon Girk's approval, but we spent the time going through it. Let's approve it again, pending that, and pending Girk's approval and pending the impacts.
Well, wait a second. We've never, ever have approved something without having Girk chime in first, though, when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Well, okay.
Yeah, because
okay.
it's removing
Then
something
well,
from
then
the
it should be
catalog.
tabled. Then let's just, well, I guess we could have tabled it from the agenda then. That's why I was a little confused of why it was on the agenda, because I thought we had discussed an executive committee yesterday, it was tabled. I know we made
Because
corrections.
I wanted everybody to do exactly what they did in terms of weighing in and getting it fixed. That's why it's on the agenda. This is a rather complicated proposal, and I didn't want to just do it completely by email because there are corrections that have been made here. So, and it wasn't quite done, but yeah, if we can get, I personally would prefer to hold off until Girk weighs in, but I'll go with whatever you guys decide you want to do.
That's fine. Motion to table 58.
Motion to
Approved.
table.
Okay, so moved then. 58 is tabled then. Pending again the impacts and pending Girk's decision. So I will get rid of that.
What are you talking about the impacts? Is it tables down in part D?
They're
Or
not
are there missing impact responses?
correct. But they're not filled out as it says on there, as we've always done, where again you fill them out. Yeah, there's stuff down here that again it says it's
I'm
Wait
not
a second.
looking at,
Wait.
I'm looking
Wait,
at
wait,
my
wait.
screen, not yours. Please tell me what it is you're saying is pending Girk's decision and impacts
We're not
from what?
Catherine. We're tabling all together at this point. It's tabled.
I know, but I have to record why it's being tabled.
So it's tabled pending, again, Girk's approval and then pending the impacts that Jessica is going to fill out.
Oh, the impact tables. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Yep. Okay, with that being said, let's move on to
And
50.
impact tables. Because I was thinking, well, I'd already received all the impact responses.
Yeah, it's just not filled out.
Okay.
The impacts have been received, but the table hasn't been filled out. And since we have to wait anyway, we might as well be complete.
Right. And that makes sense. It's just, I didn't look at the tables down below, the impact tables. I looked at the one up top of the responses.
Okay. With that being said, let's move on to 50. Let's
Great.
see.
Thank you.
Let's move on to 59 and then, yeah, 59. Okay. Which this one's for, go ahead, Catherine.
No, you go ahead. I'm talking to myself here.
Okay. So this is College of Business and then cozy creation of the academic certificate in
Actuarial.
thank you. Science. But this is part of you, Bob. So yeah. Awesome. Okay, looks like we're all good. So this is all done. Yay. No concerns from anyone. Okay. Motion to approve 59.
So moved.
Bob, can I get a second? Crystal, I see all in favor, either aye or raise your hand.
Aye.
Beautiful. Any opposed? Any abstention? So move 59 is approved unanimously. That being said, let's look at 60. Which is this College of Technology. This is agricultural business. And this is something that was brought from our dean's office, too bad, so. Okay, that's a note for you, Catherine, about where it'll be housed.
What? Where?
Where
You're
I
on
have,
this, you're on 60?
yes,
Okay. I'll catch up to you just a second here.
okay. No concerns, okay, what page? Yep, so we're working on the student learning outcomes.
But they are below on this proposal. I just checked to make sure.
Awesome. Yeah, I
There's a
thought they
new-
did.
So
There's a note to
regarding,
me.
ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Jessica, yeah, go ahead.
Regarding the learning outcomes, this is a super minor point and it doesn't relate to the catalog. But for ABPT 1120, one of the outcomes is to perform metric and English conversions. Is that the right word, English? Like, isn't it imperial or?
It depends on if we're talking
I
about,
just don't know.
so English measurements include like ton and
Oh.
and
And
fathom,
rods? Yeah.
fathom and bushel,
Hmm.
and then imperial implies inch, foot, gallon. So we use here in America, we use multiple sets of different measurement standards. So
In
I just
pharmacy,
was wondering if
household
this
measurement,
word
right?
accurately conveys the outcome. Maybe it does. Maybe it's about fathoms and tons and not about inches and yards. But I wondered. It's a minor point.
Okay.
we also use a system called standard. And that's
Mhm.
has to do with cubic centimeters, or excuse me, cubic inches, when we're talking about mechanical things. So we have standard, we have English, we have imperial, all because we don't have the other system that 98% of the world uses.
Mhm.
1000% correct, Bob. Yes.
Well, if my esteemed colleague in College of Technology could take that back to the department and just say, curious if we want to, if this is the right word, that would be super duper, but that's it.
I can take that back, Jessica.
I think there was a Saturday Night Live skit recently where they had a guy playing George Washington and talk about all the things that he was looking forward to in the new country, including having yards and feet and inches. And it was a pretty funny skit. I'll see if I can find it and post it in the chat.
So this was the big thing of why it was put together. And again, it was coming from our dean's office. And again, what we do here in Southeastern Idaho on top of it. So
So Wesley, when I was looking at this, the thing that I didn't quite understand is I mean, so you have 11 faculty that voted in favor of this, which is fine, but who is the faculty that's going to be teaching this?
So the TAC that was put together for it, which is our advisory board, which we are required to have via, again, like CTE, those are those industry members. The faculty are not quote unquote there yet, because again, we were getting it approved at this point, so.
Mhm.
But there are
I
line
still-
items for us to be, there are line items again to take care of that once it is approved.
I still need to know which department it's supposed to be under because I'll need that for
And
the
that's the
state
note you
piece.
have. I would reach out to Debbie and or actually Debbie or Jerry, because again, that's again hasn't, I don't think quote unquote has been established yet.
Okay.
Yeah. So here it is, Edward. Even there are 2 more courses.
On that comment, I would say for now, given that the other one is biology, I would keep it as COM 1101, for now. That might change, but
Okay. So we can, okay, yeah, it's done. Then no other, again, marketing course, finance, econ will be required. Yeah, so it's gonna be housed most likely within our businesses and support services, our business technology handling it. But again, there was no other quote unquote issues. That being said, propose our motion to approve 60.
So moved.
Bob, can I get a second? I see Crystal, all in favor, either aye or raise your hand.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? So move 60 is approved unanimously. Yep. With that being said, 32 is still staying in the parking lot until further notice. Motion to take up new business proposal 7 and 23A.
So moved.
Bob? Okay, with that being said, let's look at 7 first. Okay, so this is College of Education, discontinuing the minor and deaf education. So this one's relatively easy. Here's the rationale. It's like, again, it was voted in favor. We're just removing a course.
Oh, a cheat. On this one, did you get any instructions from Emma about the accelerated program?
No, that after the email that you sent this morning, I've not received anything.
Okay, because the issue was the accelerated program. Graduate Council's last meeting for this semester, or at least from what I heard, was yesterday, and I didn't even get this. Wasn't even processing this proposal until yesterday because of lots of various things. But anyway, Tracy Collins' response initially was that it's too late to get the accelerated program to grad council, but I was asking whether or not Emma Wood could talk to Tracy and see if graduate council could approve it in like early January when they get back. I don't know how. I think it's easier to pull something out of the catalog if we put the accelerated program in there. Because I don't know what all needs to be in the graduate catalog. The undergraduate catalog has all that text that I struck out earlier in purple. But the graduate catalog, I don't know what they actually put in there and whether or not they could approve this and get it in their catalog. Or whether the whole thing should just be pulled out. And we could vote on this next week, depending on what's decided. But I leave that up to you guys, whether or not you want to just say, no, the accelerated program is not going to make it, or whether we can see if we can try to get it pushed through.
I think we should wait. Go ahead, Bob. Or were you saying something?
No, this is Ajit. So
yeah.
I'm talking with Emma in 20 minutes as soon as this meeting completes. So I'll hear what she has to say, whether she wants to talk with Tracy Collum, and whatever I hear, I'll let you guys know.
Okay. Alternatively, we could take the strikeout and put this accelerated program back in there, and you guys could approve it as being approved pending graduate council's approval of the accelerated program.
And pending filling out this stuff down here that wasn't filled out either. So like, I know it was filled out up top, but it wasn't filled out down here, the impact stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll follow up on that also.
Awesome. So I'm okay with.
All right,
ahead.
I'm gonna make the I'm putting the accelerated stuff back in. But there's one of these, there's one of these that was struck out. Which one is it? It's this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it a different
I'm gonna go
color
ahead.
now.
I'm gonna go ahead and take a vote though.
Yeah.
Unless something else for me, Catherine.
Yeah, that's fine. So you are gonna approve it with the what do
Pending
you call it?
that one part there, because it's only the little part of the impacts, and then also again the approval of grad council if they're gonna approve that, like you just said.
Right, yeah.
So with that being said, motion to approve pending those two details.
Approve.
That's Camille, and then I see Bob second. All in favor, either aye or raise your hand.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? So moved. 7 is approved pending, again, the approval of grad council with the one part, and then also the completion of, like Ajit said, he was gonna get that impact section done. Thank you. That being said, last but not least, let's look up 23A. So this is from Cozy, change in minor and statistics. They're changing, approved by unanimous consent. Bob, help me out. Don't we need usually like a number here with this part, with the actual faculty?
Yes.
So, okay, Branda?
That's what, I mean, it says so right there. It says we need
Yeah.
number,
I see
yes,
it.
no, abstain, and then N equals the faculty.
Yep.
We did it as a kind of, does anybody want to argue with it? And nobody did, so we called it passed. I don't know how you want to do that.
So
There's
just-
12 faculty members.
But we need to
Okay,
know
so-
that. Go ahead, Bob.
So it would be 12Y, 0N, 0A, N equals 12.
Do you want me to go do that?
Yeah,
Please.
someone just plug that in, whoever has editing access.
Just a second, that would be me. That's which proposal?
Right.
23A?
23A.
23A.
Okay, give me just a second. Let me get down there. Faculty vote is
Repeat
what?
that, or you got what he said. Crystal, I
12.
see. Let's go ahead.
How many yes?
12,
I think she was just.
12 yes, 0 no?
0 no, 0 abstain, N equals 12.
Crystal, are
Thank
you
you.
having, I'm sorry, are you having something to say or you just have a hand up?
Sorry, I forgot to lower last time.
No, no worries. I just wanted to be sure. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so that's good. Okay. There's your rationale. It's not a new program. I'll fill it out. Then it doesn't affect any other programs. Motion to approve 23A. Camille, I see ya, and then a second.
Second.
Bob, I see Randa. All in favor, either aye, raise your hand.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? So moved. 23A is passed unanimously. With that being said, back to the agenda. So as Catherine has put on here, again, you'll see the stuff that again is pending next week's, again, quote unquote virtual meeting. Again, some stuff pending from GERC, some stuff pending from, again, other, some other things, again, like, again, about a drop dead date. I know like College of Tech, I know we had one that's going to come through, like there'll be a few on here, but again, nothing to where we need to quote unquote meet. Again, we will do it via virtual and you'll see something for myself or again, Catherine about that with the vote, but most likely Catherine. And then this is just about our subcommittee that we talked about, that again, we'll pick up again in spring. With us actually meeting all physically virtual here, I just want to say for myself as the chair and from executive committee, thank you to everyone for your work on these. Proposals are not easy. The curriculum process is not easy. And I thank you all for, again, working with all of us to try to get this done, to get, again, things, ready for the catalog and that. It's not easy at all. But again, with all of you, again, doing that and working with your different colleges, that's how we all get it done. So thank you.
Yes, thank you very, very
That
much.
being said, does anyone, Ivory?
Yeah, sorry, Catherine, I got an email saying that 64 can wait till next cycle, so we don't have to worry about that one.
64,
Correct.
which one is that? Oh, okay, I will take it off here.
you.
64 and
Does anyone else
Okay.
have anything for the good of the order or any other things? I want to say happy holidays to all of you. Hope you all get to enjoy your break and we will resume after next year. Again, look out for email votes on everything. And again, thank you all. And we will be in
Yes.
touch. With that being said, motion to adjourn.
Move adjourn.
Yep. Thanks, Bob. Executive committee, if you could stay on for a couple minutes.
Thank you. Have a
Thank
good
you all.
holidays.
Happy holidays,
thanks, everybody.
So you caught me just in time. I was ready to log off.
I know. That's why.
I had that button ready to click.
Let me stop recording real quick. Give
Yeah.
me 1 minute here. I gotta stop the YouTube. because it'll keep going unless I could. Did Bob jump off?
No,
No,
Bob's
he's
still
here.
here.
I just, yeah, I
He's just muted.
oh, okay, cool. Give me 1 second.
I'm here. It's just really
Yeah,
dark
okay.
and
You're
stuff.
fine. Give me